All right, so welcome back to the chapter 8 perpetual inventory exercises. So this is just so that we can go ahead and do another example of each of the following methods, just so that we can get comfortable using whatever method that you want to use and exercise and practice using the inventory worksheet however you prefer. Okay, so in this case, question number 1, your inventory method is perpetual and it's FIFO, okay? So this one, I am not going to be using any colors, okay? So if colors help you, you could go ahead and do that on your own, but I am not going to be using any colors, okay? So for this example, on September 5th, we end up purchasing 100 units at $2.25 each with a freight of 25. So 100, 225, 25. Okay? So going into my table here, it's September 5th. We're going to skip on this cost of goods sold section and go straight into my inventory or my purchases here. So $2, so 225 with a freight of 25. Okay. So in this case, what is going to be my total purchase price here?
225.
225, right? Quantity times unit price will give you 225 plus $25 is going to give you 250. Now in this case, because we're using FIFO, I need to separate my inventory batches. So what's my cost per item here?
250.
$2.50 per item. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to carry that into my inventory on hand, copying the quantity and cost per item. And in this case, I am going to multiply these. Okay, so I got my inventory, 100 items for 250. And if you want to, I'm going to go ahead and create my equal sum my equal sum at the bottom here, so then I can recognize my total inventory on hand, or also known as my goods available. Okay, so right now, after this purchase, I have a total of 100 units available to sell. Okay, and I'm gonna make this okay, like that. All right. So let's see what happened next. On September 10, we purchased an additional 200 units at 250 with a freight of 50. So 200, 250, and 50. Okay. September 10, 200, 250 with a freight of 50. So what's my purchase price here?
$500.
$500 plus 50.
550.
550, giving me a cost per item to be
2.75.
$2.75. So once again, carry that amount into my inventory on hand. So right now, I currently have a grand total of 300 units available to sell. Okay. So it is now September 15. We end up selling 120 units. Okay. So if it's September 15, we sold 120 units. So let's take a look at my inventory. Okay, if I'm using the rules of FIFO, okay, which batch of inventory am I going to sell out first?
The 100 units at 250.
Good. So we need to break this up because I have to sell a total of 120, right? Okay. since I have to sell a total of 120, I only have 100 in my first batch of inventory. And it's costing me at $2.50, which I already know is going to give me
$250.
we're at $250. Okay, so that's me getting rid of my first 100 inventory items. So that means this 100 here becomes 0. How many more do I need to sell from my only batch of inventory left?
20.
20 at
275.
So how much is that gonna cost me?
$55.
$55. So in grand total, I sold 305 in grand total for the total of 120. Now I need to update my inventory because I just sold 20 units. Okay? So that's going to subtract $55 out of my $550, okay? So 200 minus 20 is going to leave me with 180, and 180 at $2.75 should give you $495. Okay? So now I have only available left to sell is 180. Okay? So then on September 18, we end up selling 50 more units at $10 each for cash. So I sold on September 18 50 more units. Now in this case, I only have one batch of inventory. So how much is it going to cost me per item? All right, $275, right? I only have one batch of inventory left. So it's going to cost me per item
$137.50.
okay? $137.50. So in this case, I sold 50 units, so I need to update my inventory. So in this case, 180 minus 50 is going to give me 130 at $357.50. Okay? So that's my goods available, and this is what I sold already. Okay? Good. September 20th rolls around, and we end up purchasing 300 units at $275 with a freight of $75. Okay? September 20th, we purchased 300 units at $275 with a freight of $75. So what's my purchase price here?
$825.
Good. Plus 75,
$900.
giving me a cost per item to be.
$3.
It's going to cost me $3 per item. So add this batch of inventory into my inventory worksheet on my inventory on hand section here, right? Which is going to cost me $900. Okay? So now I have a grand total of 430 units available to sell. Okay? September 25th rolls around and we end up selling 250 units. Okay? September 25th sold 250 units. So in this case, which batch of inventory am I going to sell from first?
To 130.
130. So that's going to make me have to split up my inventory, okay? In this case, right, since I'm going to get rid of my inventory here, this is going to, right, cost me $57.50. Okay? So that's going to eliminate this 130. Okay? So how much more do I need to sell from my last batch of inventory?
120.
120. Good. Right? That will give you my grand total of the 250. Okay. So if I have to sell 120 units, okay, how much is it going to cost me per item? I only have one batch of inventory at $3. $3 times 120 will give me
$360.
$360. So giving me a grand total of $717.50 for selling all 250. So now I need to update my inventory because I just got rid of 120 units. So 300 minus 120 should give me 180 remaining times $3 will give you $540. Okay. Last but not least, on September 27 here, you sold 130 units, giving you an ending remaining balance of 50 units on hand by September 30th. So I need to sell another 130 units. Okay. So September 27, we sold 130 units. Okay. At what cost per item?
$3.
Okay, so that's going to give me a total cost of goods sold to be
$390.
okay, $390. Let's update my inventory. So 180 minus 130 is going to give me 50 units remaining at a grand total cost of $150. Okay. All right. So that's the first section there. So I'm gonna stop here real quick. We're gonna take our 20-minute break